Good day, everyone. Today, we'll be talking about personal selling, one of the most powerful and personal forms of marketing communication. Let's start with a simple definition. Personal selling is a person to person dialogue between a prospective buyer and a seller. This means there's direct communication, either face to face, through a phone call, or even via video conference. Example, when a sales lady in SM department store convinces you to try a perfume, or when a real estate agent explains to a couple why a certain condominium in Quezon City is a great investment, that's personal selling. Even outside the Philippines, when a car dealer in the US gives a test drive and explains a vehicle's features, that also personal selling. Then let's move to the types of the personal selling. Let's look at the four major types of personal selling. The first one is the retail selling. This involves selling directly to the ultimate consumer, meaning the person who will use the product. Example, when a salesperson in Watson recommends a skincare product based on your skin type. That's retail selling. That the salesperson interacts directly with the final buyers, which is that's you. The second one is the field selling. This is business to business selling that happens outside the seller's office, usually at the client's business place. Example, a Nestle sales representative visiting sari-sari stores or supermarkets to offer new products and promotions. They go out into the field, meet stores owners, and negotiate dealers. Another example is a Microsoft account executive meeting with a company to sell corporate software license. The third one is the telemarketing. This uses the telephone or sometimes online calls or as the main way of communication with customers. Example, a Globe Telecom agent calling a customer to offer a postpaid plan upgrade or a new broadband package. This is convenient for reaching many people quickly without meeting face to face. The fourth one is the inside selling. This is also business to business, but it happens inside the salesperson's office. They don't go out to visit clients. For example, a BPI corporate account officer handling company payroll accounts through phone calls and emails from the bank's office. Then let's proceed to the importance of personal selling. Personal selling is one of the most widely used ways for organizations to communicate with their customers. It's effective because it allows for two-way communication. Sellers can explain details and buyers can also question immediately. Example, when you buy a car or invest in a insurance policy, you don't just read a brochure. You want to talk to someone who can explain the details. That's a personal selling in action. Then let's proceed to the two basic characteristics of personal selling. The first one is the personal selling is flexible. It's flexible because the salesperson can adjust their message depending on the customer's needs. For example, if a salesperson in a computer store notices that a customer is a student, they might highlight laptops that are affordable and good for school use. If the customer is a business owner, they'll emphasize performance and durability instead. This adaptability makes personal selling powerful and customer focus. The second one is the personal selling builds relationship. The relationship between the buyer and seller doesn't end when the sale is made. It continues afterward. Example, a real estate agent who keeps in touch with homeowners after the sale of offer assistance with home repairs or documentation builds trust and long-term loyalty. This relationship often leads to referral or repeat sales. Then let's move to the limitation of personal selling. Despite its strengths, personal selling also have limitation. Personal selling cannot reach a mass audience economically. This means it's too costly or time consuming to use when trying to reach millions of people at once, like advertising can. Example, if Jollibee wants to promote a new burger, it would be too expensive to send salesperson to talk to every customer personally. Instead, they use TV commercials, social media, and billboards. Then let's proceed to the types of personal selling tasks. Now, let's talk about the different roles of tasks in personal selling. First is order taking or the order taker. This salesperson mainly records and processes orders. They don't have to convince customers to customer match because customers already know what they want. For example, a pharmacy clerk at Mercury Drug who receives prescriptions and processes them in an order taker. Order taker. Suggestive selling. This involves suggesting additional products or services that complement the customer's purchase. For example, at McDonald's, when the cashier asks, "Would you like fries or an apple pie with that?" That's suggestive selling. It increases the total sale and enhances customer satisfaction. The third one is the order getting, also known as creative selling. This requires the salesperson to persuade new customers and develop new business opportunities. For example, a car salesperson convincing someone to buy a Toyota instead of another brand. They tailored their pitch to the customer's lifestyle, budget, and needs. Then the fourth one is the pioneer selling. A pioneer salesperson focuses on new products or new markets. For example, when Grab Philippines first introduced food delivery services, their sales reps had to explain the concept to restaurant owners and convince them to partner with the app. The fifth one is the account manager. This salesperson maintains relationships with existing customers to ensure satisfaction and repeat business. For example, a Nestle account manager regularly visits large supermarket chains like Pure Gold to maintain their partnership, check product displays, and discuss promotion. Then let's proceed to the sales support and cross-functional team. Missionary salesperson, also called a detailer. This salesperson doesn't directly take order but instead builds goodwill and provides product information. For example, a pharmaceutical sales representative visiting doctors to explain new medicines. The doctor doesn't buy directly, but the information influences their future prescriptions. The second one is the cross-functional sales team. This team includes not only sales representative but also people from different departments like marketing, technical support, and customer service who work together to serve clients. For example, a PLDT enterprise team composed of engineer, marketers, and salespeople working together to provide a customized internet solution for a large company. So, to sum up, personal selling is one of the most interactive and persuasive marketing tools. It allows companies to build relationships, understand customer needs, and adapt their message accordingly. Although it may not reach large audiences like advertising, its personal touch makes it incredibly effective for high value or complex products. Think of your favorite brand. Maybe Apple, Bench, or Honda. Behind every product you buy, there's a salesperson who helps you make that decision. That's the power of personal selling, connecting people, solving problems, and building trust. And that's all. Thank you.